Hey, welcome back, everybody. I hope you have been having a good day, afternoon, evening, and a fortunate, time being around is there. Nevertheless, I believe it's time. It's my first time I talk about last epoch. It's that I get over the topic at last. It's like about 12 days since I have purchased the original copy, or what is Steam now, for about 34 euros, right? And the game has been on my side for some time now, even though I have played the early access or so. But I've been keeping on my tab, no, and just no, see what's gonna happen in the meanwhile. And yeah, before I jump in again, as always, I will be really appreciate if you like such content of variety, because I don't focus on your one content, because one content will be just customized, because there are too many who do like the one typical content. I try to do a variety type of content, to spread my wings there and there where my interest lies, and yeah, this would be really appreciated also if you'd hit the like, because those who actually support, a big support now, because yeah, it's all good, and as always, you also may follow me on Twitch live. No, I usually stream there like 5 days or over the weekend. No, and yeah. Otherwise, let's jump into Last Epoch, right? So first and foremost, it's like this. Um, I had like about 12 days since I purchased, yeah, and so far my overall impression, right, from day one, it was like uh, I was like, holy shit! I'd say I was like really, I'd say, you can call impressed, more like on the gamer side. I was having a good time. No, I mean that means in other words, I have been enjoying it so far, and still I am, right? And as as to be neutral as possible I can, and as positive I can on the other side. It's a damn good. It's a pretty solid RPG game in that scenario. From the I don't know how was it how I don't know how it was in early access. This I cannot tell or uh, talk about it. But from what I see from the finished product from 1.0, and I see it's been really been paid attention. Now. The moment I start into the journey into the last book with my first character, no, and then it felt like wham. It feels like everything I do there feels like a lot more paid attention and feels much more what a gaming should feel at the bat, no, right off the bat. No, it should feel like game. It should be like feel like it should feel like fun, enjoy. No, it should feel the action type of atmosphere in that RPG element, no, and viber in this category, and this is what all you can get in that last epoch, because I started off with the Sentinel, Bean, and I've been loving like the level 45 now, and I have been having a blast through that, and I'm going to talk on a separate video on my type of what I think about classes and so on a separate video, right? Yeah, I'm going to just talk about the first impression, thoughts, general thoughts, opinion, likes, dislikes, and some of conclusion type of thing, and yeah. Yeah, in order to continue, it's like this. The whole element of the called RPG, action RPG, is right off the bat. You can say, as I say, it's like once you jump into the journey into Last Book, it starts right away with the battling through all the ads, mobs, enemies, from one point to the other point, and you feel like everything you do there is actually has been made with love and passion. the whole developers team, you can see they, you can say, have been really making their they even not just the effort like making the game like just to make the game. No, they have been making the game to have this show a passionate of making that game eventually. You know, because there's a big differences if you make a game and you're just making to make the game itself will not be as good, right? And if you make a game that you are actually making a game with a passion, as to make the game a passionate game now, it's a great difference. Like the difference between like you cooking something without passion, without heart, and the difference between the cooking you have a passionate in it, you have a big difference right away. So this is just that is like a right of that. The in whole scenario, in whole package, it's a whole big different asset of a product in that type of scenario. Unlike with Diablo 4, and I'm not going to talk about Diablo 4 now because it's not about Diablo 4 now. But in that sense, it's like Last Epoch has really has the elements that have been eating in Diablo 4. For example, it's the freedom of the each classes way how you like to roll. No, you have, let's say, for example, you have the Sentinel, right? It's the classic type of melee knight with the various type of melee and all this type of combat melee weapons, two-handed, one-handed shield, or and with mastery like melee damage and physical damage and some spell damage on side. Depends how you are, you are configuring your class sentinel. And each of these each of the your five basic like rotation spells now you can each specialize. You can each spec them the way you really want, from the element type, from the way it should behave, the way it should you should have considered it has plus and minuses, because you cannot have everything overpowered. So because you have to always, there will be always compensation between non-crit with crit multipliers, with non-multipliers, able to pierce through enemies or not, and this and that. It's all there, but you can fairly customize the way you wanna have it now, and uh, and you have on top your passive tree, the first level, the first basic base class passive tree, skill tree that you have can pursue, and afterwards, around level 16, 17, you get to choose a risk. You call it a risk. You can do only choose once. Once you've chosen, you cannot reward it. It's basically choosing the mastery class, right? It's fair shape. I mean, it's not a big deal if you have something wrong, you don't like the class, master class. You can always quickly do another character and test them out. Because doing the 16 levels, the level 1 to level 16 to choose a different master class on the class is not too long. It takes a couple of, maybe, if you do like reactively, you can do it in like an hour. And yeah, so far my first mastery class with the Sentinel I've been to. It was also my first, was the class that I've been having on site since I've come across the last Epoch. Epoch's class mastery fantasies now. And that was the Void Knight, right? And as much I have to appreciate or confirm, it is great. I've been loving White Knight the way I have been tried to imagine and to think about how the White Knight should be and would be like in the actual game. So you know, and as I'm myself a huge. It's a I'd like to have. I'd like to have a close type of TPS type of cast, like Warlock, Mage, Shadow Priest, no, or something like the opposite. I like to have plated type of characters, with like a warrior, Death Knight, or Paladin, And, and White Knight is like one of these examples. I don't know, you can categorize White Knight with Death Knight, but you can say it's like the opposite of a Paladin. If a Paladin is the holy light, type of thing, you can say White Knight is the opposite of a light. Basically, basically the White Knight, basically the advantage embraces with the void and does all the things that the void does. And yeah, but other than that, what also like at the beginning, right? The way most games that always have been, not all, but games like Diablo 4 and some other games that always have this sort of, it's a not say a let's say a trend, but they're having this sort of it's a saving on the very starting point of your inventory space. Your very default inventory space, right? I mean, how many games of RPG do you have where your own inventory space on your character is really like so minimal, right? Like really economical type, no? And it's like a little bit of collection of items in there, and the whole inventory is right filled in the kind of car. With Last Epoch, they have managed that your base inventory is good, big enough for a long time, and there's plenty of space. You can travel back and forth without having too much thought and having to repetitively go back just to do empty your inventory, And this is what I like. Then of course what I like, you have your besides the inventory, you have your cache, your personal storage. This one you have also like your default storage, and what you also like, you can use the in-game currency, basically in-game gold, to expand, buy more storage with your tabs now, without having to spend your money on top of it. Right? Like starting with 1,000 gold, it will actually expand, getting more expensive. No, with more tabs you buy, but you are able to buy them, purchase them in game. So you should have no worries about inventory space, your personal, and it doesn't should have any personal worries about your storage, right? In the loot storage, right? And what is also nice, everything of that is already, let's say, as usual, bound with the other characters. Should you create another out character, everything is, like say, connected, like combined. Even your currencies, basically gold, so is like vault, account bound, like server wide. And also on your account wide, on that legacy or the cycle type of server, right? Combined. So you don't have to worry. Every old characters you do will actually contribute. So that's what I like. Then obviously I like the fast action paced RPG here. You can do it slowly, you can take your time, you can also, but if you go into it like you like go like hardcore, not hardcore like the hardcore mod, but if you like to go like over 9,000, just do this splash damage on this full action type of. This game also offers this. For me, this is it's what action RPG is meant to be. You have your action, and you have your RP element in there. You can RP your the way you want, the full action scenarios from top to bottom, right? And without getting burnt out, without getting bored or anything like this, and without getting like what I have been having with Diablo 4, I have been problems with to to configure my RP with the for example the sorcerer, because the sorcerer there was in Diablo 4 the stock was so much limited. Like I like to do I've been like trying so many times type of builds, and it's like it's just boring because couldn't go the way I could go like it was Diablo 3, like elemental mage or type of more like you know they can actually expand and it's extra like choose your runes type of runes type of the way your basic skills or your spell should could behave, expand, and on and on. This was just missing in Diablo 4. And surprisingly, the only character or class that have been having fun in Diablo 4 each time I've been playing, or the time I have played Diablo 4 was the Barbarian. No? Surprisingly, it was the only class that had been having fun. First in the PvP beta, in the first in the first beta, right? We can beta, no, that was in the first, yeah, and then in basically the first campaign beta, no, I had Barbarian. After I saw the level 5, I managed to play the Barbarian. I had too much time, and then with season 2, no, the season 2, I tried again to play Sorcerer. I had no fun, so I tried another Barbarian with this with the season 2 patch season type of thing, and it was so much more fun. But in the end, only so much because yeah, but it was not enough for me to stay and keep on playing Diablo 4 to the end. At the end, I didn't yet manage to get level 500 either on the level on the Diablo 4. But in here, I can say right away, it doesn't matter if you can witness on my no on my characters so far that have been great. I've been started with White Knight of Sentinel. I've been playing offline with a mage that have then specialized into Spellblade. I mean, the mage itself, I'm going to say, I'm going to talk the mage, the type of classes, mage class in the different videos. No, I'm going to say, mages here, there's also much more nicer right off the bat. The whole acolyte feels so much more fun as well to play. It's you're not bored by just summoning the old pets and this like in the Diablo 4 and then AFK and then no you got to do your action by yourself, and and for now I'm doing another Sentinel that I like to try with the Massey class. Here's a Paladin to try, and the third one I like to the Forge, Iron Forge, or what is it called, um, the other one, whatever it was, the Forge type of Massey spec. And nevertheless, for now, it is what it is. I really been enjoying, and even though I'm taking my time, I've been taking my time to see of how each character been behaving, how they would play out in the and yeah, a little bit what I don't like. Maybe it's the tradition to be like this, but you never know. But I hope it is possible to change in time. It's basically the I'm not sure if it's a thing, but the so-called your 6 basic action bars is a little bit for me a little bit too a little too no. It's not too bad, but actually, I mean, last I spoke with the 6 action bars there is usable. But I would like to be like 8, 9, 10 like bound because you have only like one row there just to use for your mouse so you can move. One is like a primary attack, one is a spell, this and this, one is like for movement, one is for like utility, and this and that. And that's it. You cannot use more like for like depending the way how you like to play, in a more diversity type of RP, I mean, that's an individual thing. I don't say I don't like it. It's just I a little bit feels a bit shuffled, scuffed. Like it would be nice to eventually actually to expand it like from 6 to like to 8. Let it a little bit more sandboxy. The other thing is maybe um, oh, it's not a uh, dislike, but it's like it's a list that I like to have a little bit more. That maybe a thing to come yet. Is the ability to swap weapons. It doesn't have to be like I mean, swap. At least I have able to for the mastery for the class to swap between two type of melee between two sets of weapons. So, example, Sentinel swap between like a two-hand weapon or two times one-hand weapon or like a one-hand weapon and a shield into like a hand weapon, something like this. Now, so you can always have this type of a um, the way you can play, but more action. Because in here, if you play with a two-handed, one-handed weapon, with wield, yeah, have you take more damage, but you're faster, and then this and that, no. And obviously, the other thing I wouldn't mind is the I wouldn't mind if it's possible to have in the future as top on the mastery class to have, let's say, um, I could say layers of loadouts, in that in that mastery class. Basically, you don't have to you basically have this mastery class. And you have this loadout. You have this loadout 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can save them. No, so basically you have this loadout one for this type of gameplay rotation. Second loadout is for this one. The first one is like for with different type of elements, like fire, elemental, or ice, and this white, something like this. So you're able to rotate between this there with different loadouts and without mixing out or without making too much of an effort, right? And then otherwise, I think at the end, I think I must say I could say I personally congrats the developers team of the last Epoch. You have my gratitude as well. So you're well done job. And in the music itself, the soundtrack, right off the bat, right off the starting screen is right off the chart. Very epically done. All the characters, atmospheres, soundtrack as well. The ambient, is great. Having your characters, your stories, is fairly great enough, well done. Surely, with time, when your budget will grow, probably will grow, you will probably improve the type of cinematic CGI type. Surely will improve. It can be improved. But for now, it is good. It is great what it is, and it's surely a great RPG for this year right off the bat. So yeah, this is all I can do or I can say for now. And yeah, if you have any other comments or or let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Last Epoch? Do you like it? Do you have any a little bit dislikes or a little bit tweaks that needs or anything like this? And I'll be then making a pit stop in here, and I'm gonna call it a day. And as always, as again, if you like such content, the content that I provide, variety content that I try to provide, and just hit the like, follow, and be cool. Everything is cool, and it's all this will helps out. And otherwise, I'll be then seeing you in the next time. Cheers out. Peace.